What what is going on? Listen, I am so pumped tonight because for 2 weeks I have not been here because I'm a 51-year-old man who got my teeth ripped out of my head, and it was not fun. I had three wisdom teeth removed. I didn't have any complications, but I will say it took me a lot longer than I thought you guys to heal. And I was like, Johnny, when you get needles, you're like, you're scared. We've seen you on video with Botox.
Or am I just lame and distraught because I'm on the jury? I'm David. I have oh wait, hold on. Is this happening?
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Oh, Jim
I
Jim!
had to crash this party because a party without me is not a party anymore.
Jim,
Hey!
I wasn't sure if you could make it, so I just brought two things of jam, and I was gonna pretend.
Oh, it was gonna be Jam Jam. It was the wrong letter. Just with a Y, baby. You needed two sweet potatoes. Two sweet
What if I pulled out
potatoes.
2 sweet potatoes?
But
Dude.
Now, Jam, peek behind the curtain. We have beef, right?
oh, I fucking hate you. I'm only talking to you because your fiance is a sweetheart. That's the only reason I do it.
Okay, well, in spite of our
Me
beef,
too.
guess what? How about everybody come join us? That's right. Boom, Survivor finale party. We're going to be at Lenny Boy Brewing in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is May 21st, Wednesday night. 3 weeks from tonight, me and Jam Jam are hosting. Now, peek behind the curtain, Jam Jam. This is so crazy. I've done parties in Charlotte, like I did Lenny Boy, and I've done Protagonists, I've done other places. And the last time I did Lenny Boy Brewing, over 100 people, was the 44 finale to watch you be crowned the sole survivor. It's only fitting if I go back to Lenny Boy Brewing in Charlotte, North Carolina, to bring the sole survivor.
Me.
Yes.
That's
The $1 million
amazing.
winner, the 7-vote winner from the new era of the best season ever. I'm kidding. It is the best because I was on it. But
I guess it's the best
I'm
new
so
era
freaking
season.
excited. I heard so many things about that night that I need to be there, hash it out, do the reenactment, and let's see how did it go the first time around, and then we'll watch another person get crowned 4 seasons later, 2 years later. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
There we go. Everyone go right now to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. VIP gets you preferred seating, autographed Jam Jonny Fairplay 8.5 by 11 poster, the meet and greet, also additional autographed pics, $25 general admission. We're doing trivia throughout the commercial breaks. We're going to have DJ Festivus on the 1s and 2s, on every other commercial. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be wild. Go to survivortix.com right now. But
Because Johnny, if I'm gonna be there, it's gonna be a good time because I don't leave Puerto Rico if I'm not gonna have a good time. So North Carolina, Charlotte, Johnny, everybody better bring it because I have a lot of work at home. So I'm taking a break and I'm gonna have fun. So lots of more special secret things that I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Jim, do you approve of the bitter jury member David outfit that I'm wearing? Is it?
I like you showing a little bit of arms. If you're gonna be exercising at your age, you need to show it.
Ooh. Damn,
You
Johnny.
look good. You look good.
Dang.
No, I just watched David just make bitter beer face on the jury for like the last 10 minutes of the episode. I'm just like, look, you got 4 nipples. We got it. Did you catch that? I peek behind the curtain, Jam. I was at Ron Clark Academy before I went away on my sabbatical filming. Who's to say? But before I left, we're at Ron Clark Academy, and part of the video made it surfaced thanks to our good friend Carolyn. So Carolyn and Ozzy are taking a picture in front of the Ron Clark statue deal, and David goes, "Hey, can you move? Your time is over. Move it."
Bad news.
David? Like from this season, David?
Yeah. 4 nipple David says that Carolyn. So what Carolyn doesn't show is me walking up going, spoiler, no one will fucking know your name in 3 weeks.
Damn. It's true though, probably.
So
Everybody's gonna remember milk and nipples. That's it.
Yeah. So, and his girl left him, and that just shows how strong the foundation of that relationship was. But rumor and innuendo, he's dating Sarah Wilson, and I thought Sarah Wilson had better taste.
Huh.
Sarah Wilson from 41? 41?
Yeah.
What? I mean,
That's just what I picked up from the comments on the on some of the Survivor message boards. It may not be true at all.
I'm not gonna sponsor any Jonny Fairplay gossip because I'm not about that life. But he's hot. I wouldn't blame it. I mean, hello.
He kind of sucks though.
Yeah, but he went on Survivor to save his girl.
How he sucks.
Well, Jam found a workaround. I will say, Jam, have you met any of this cast yet?
I met 13 of them or 15 of them. I met everybody except Sai, Justin, and Charity, and they're fucking awesome.
Okay.
I love everybody, mostly everybody. I mean, I didn't love you when I met you, but I've overcome that challenge.
I'm like a very broad immunity challenge.
It's those hurdles, that we have to go through when you're on Survivor. You have to meet Jonny Fairplay at some point in your life, or you gotta have to face your expectations. I'm not gonna say fear because I wasn't fierce of you, but expectations, and I've healed. You've healed too.
Well, that's Jam. That I was under the impression that. Well, first of all, I'm so stoked that you're on here. We haven't met in real life, but I love you.
I'm so excited.
I was a huge fan. You have a beautiful beard. You're a beautiful man. But you and Jonny kind of, I don't know what the beef was. I'm so happy that you're coming. So explain the beef, because a lot of people, I think Jonny Fairplay is misunderstood. Jonny is a character.
So,
he's obviously a villain.
He's not misunderstood. The thing came down to a buff that he was going to return Owen's signed buff. And then somebody said, yeah, please return it to me. He said, send me your address to Owen from 43. And then I said, well, if you're going to return people's stuff, return the buff I signed to you in the airport at Charlotte. And then he said, gave it away. People hated you. When you won, people were booing. So that's why I'm going back to Charlotte to see
that's why he's going to Charlotte.
That's why I'm going. Because I know he was.
Jim turns heel.
For the record, Jam, it was not booze, but there was a strong caroling contingent in Charlotte that night.
I was rooting for Caroline too until I was sitting next to her. So I
think we all are. I think we would all put ourselves in the same spot. And plus, I mean, didn't Caroline kind of transcend Survivor? She's above that.
She's everything. Caroline is Caroline, and I'm happy I was the first person to notice once we hit the beach, even before the beach, that nobody saw her until I saw her. And then everybody was like, oh, they're talking about her. So I'm happy I was first person in that fan club to be part of it. So, I don't know, it's been 3 years since we filmed, and it's been a long life and a lot of experience, but I get it. Yeah, she should do everything.
Did she ever make gay pillows of you?
Did she ever what?
Did she ever make gay pillows of you?
Game jealous?
No, gay pillow. Didn't she make the gay Carson pillows? I mean, not to imply anything. They just had the rainbow and all that. And it was Carson.
Like pillows, they sold pillows at her.
Did she ever do?
I'm not gonna go into rainbows and pillows, but I'm gonna say the rainbow thing she did for the first time on the island. When we did the merge, she did a rainbow swings. So yeah, she was the first one to do it.
Oh wow! I thought there was more to it. Maybe.
I think you're trying to pull shit out of my mouth that is not gonna ever come out.
Jam, no, he's never coming out.
I said my mouth. You're crazy, and then you're gonna report me. And I'm not saying that at all. So that's not what I'm saying.
We're live right now. Jim, do you have a winner pick of people left this year on this season?
Oh, my winner pick was Stephanie. So I guess that goes out there.
Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah, I love Stephanie. I mean, I love all of them. They're just crazy.
All right. I know we're not allowed to pick favorites. It's like picking your favorite kid, but I do. So I was at the Ron Clark Academy. I met a good chunk of these people, right? So here's my favorites in no particular order, but kind of particular order. I love Star. She's my favorite. She's my fiance's favorite.
Amazing. She's amazing. Have you met
She's
her?
the best.
Her wife? Amazing.
So, yeah. So, all right. Second favorite, almost tied, maybe tied, but maybe not, but very close. Mary. I love Mary.
Oh, she's bonkers. I think that's why you love her. I think
Oh, yeah.
she has that kind of crazy that she knows how to handle it, and it's chef's kiss.
Oh, it's amazing. I wish she was on a better tribe so she could have been showcased just for her brilliant insanity versus just a tribe of
And her bangs are so hot.
yeah. And you being the stylist, you would catch that. And number 3, I think we all love. I love Mitch.
Mitch, he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
First time I met him, I didn't know he had a speech impediment. And I was surprised to see everything after it. So I'm happy for him. Everything is working out.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's great.
So David sucks. Charity, I like Charity. Sorry, Reddit or whoever is against her. I like Charity. I thought she was very nice. Shaheen, I like Shaheen a lot. He's not in the top 3, but I like Shaheen. Amazing beard.
Great beard. He gave me a special beard oil that I still use. I need to reach out because I'm almost in the last drop, so I need to talk to him.
Beard
power.
Can I read this private email now that I wasn't supposed to read until now? Hold on, let me get to it.
Is this from Shaheen?
This is from Shaheen.
Oh, cool.
Dear Jonny Fairplay, if you ever have Jam Jam on your podcast, please let him know the ingredients of the special beard oil. Oh, I can't say this.
He's stupid.
Shaheen, that is not funny, but hilarious. Wow, I cannot believe that. Jam, I feel like you might be dating Shaheen now. I think in some religions that's how that works.
I'm not dating him. I'm sorry, I'm married. But
all right, I'll reply. Not cool, Shaheen. Jam is married. You can't put that stuff in beard oil. All right. All right, I fixed that for you, Jam.
Who else is on your top or your bottom? I don't know.
No, that's it. Kyle, I like Camilla. Kyle was just okay. He didn't go out of his way. David just kind of sucked. David was just in David mode. And I get that. I mean, I've been in the moment, but listen, we won't forget you if you're not a dickhead on the while you're there.
I won't forget you. You have 4 nipples. I'll never forget.
I will say dickhead for people not to forget you, right, Johnny?
Who's to say? Damn it. Who's to say?
No, I love you. I'm gonna have to go, and I'm sorry I ended up in that bitter note. I think you guys are amazing.
We love you.
I love you, Jam.
I'm at a fashion show in Puerto Rico, and people are like signaling me to go in.
Okay. Well, don't forget, everybody. You can join me and Jam May 21st. That's right. Charlotte, North Carolina. Lenny Boy Brewing. Go to SurvivorTix.com. That's SurvivorTix.com. Get your tickets now. VIP will sell out. Holy moly, Jam. The combination of the two of us, very popular.
It's something's gonna go down, and people need to be there for it to be seen firsthand. And if you're not there,
you're square.
You might lose it. I don't know.
Right.
Jam won't cut your hair.
Yes.
Oh my God, that would be amazing. Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye, Jam. Thank you.
Cheers. What a pleasant Johnny's always bringing the surprises.
I know. That's what I do. So I'm still happy with my David Bitter Jury outfit. I thought I was doing pretty good.
Yeah, I will say. First of all, I want to say a couple things. Number one, I do really enjoy this cast. Like for the most part, like the people that are in the game. There's a lot of big characters. But I will say tonight's episode, Michael Snow and I were texting. There were some highlights and potential to be a really good episode, but Tribal Council was just so lame,
bro. The fact that Star went out like that, it's these people are saying that they're here to play, but they are not here to play.
No.
You know, like,
and Mitch even talked to us, the viewer, and it's just like, I know what you're thinking, but I'm not doing it. And I'm like,
yeah, it's like,
Mitch.
dude, what? I mean, when has being the 5th on a strong 5 ever won anybody Survivor? It never happens.
No.
It never happens. And it's just like, if you want to break up this 4, you think Kyle and Camilla, Kyle is on your side, and Shaheen, like, you got to take out Eva. You have to. You like it. Now, I am afraid that the rest of this season is going to go exactly as they want it to, with no interference, and it is going to be boring, and it's going to be Joe and Eva at the final 2, which is going to be this great story that they're going to love to tell, and
I don't even know if it's Joe and Eva. Like, I could see something happening at 5. And Joe wins immunity. He's not there to take it. So it's just like, okay, the best way to hurt Joe is Eva. And it's just like, all right.
But not at 5. Why would they vote out? Why would they give Joe another vote on the jury? Like, if you want to beat Joe, you got to keep as many votes up. Like, you put Eva on, you're just giving him a vote.
I just can't believe that, like, tonight, like, because Tess and I are watching, like, how is no one, like, saying, let's, like, fucking blindside Eva?
I think I misleft last week's episode because I was filming something very important.
Mm-hmm.
And the week before.
It ain't the ceiling.
But I'm sitting there and I'm like, did they just figure out tonight that these 4 are the 4?
Yeah, they should. It should not have been tonight, but it was tonight.
I feel like
it should have been 3 nights ago.
The conversations, just like, hey, you guys catch these 4 running the shows? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think they were transparent prior to this moment.
No, they hadn't called themselves out as the 4 yet. No.
But it just makes it like, I really like this season and the characters and stuff like that. But I agree. It's like, it's been predictable. It's been a little bit forced, with like production, like throwing their hands in things. And yes,
this
star rap edit.
Oh, no. Low Res says that star rap edit was the corniest sequence in Survivor history. Low Res, A, it was amazing. B, are you not familiar with the bars of Chris Noble?
yes. Oh, that was the best, Johnny.
Low Res, I'll reference the same episode that we just watched and point you to Jeff Probst talking about chicken and waffles and getting the crowd to chant. That was the corniest shit in Survivor history.
And it's not so much fried chicken and waffles. It's just chicken and waffles.
It's just chicken and waffles.
It's not prepared baked.
Bro, it would be It would totally be Survivor to say chicken and waffles and serve baked chicken and waffles. But
it's like fried chicken and waffles. I'm like, yeah, no, like what other chicken? Like, hey, can we do a? I
want confit chicken and waffles, please.
Like, where did fried chicken? Like, dude, it's chicken and waffles.
Yeah.
Roscoe's, it's not Roscoe's fried chicken and waffles. It's Roscoe's chicken and waffles.
It's chicken waffles.
I would like to see Shaheen win this game, to be honest with you.
I like Shaheen. I have pictures that I'm gonna make I finally have a little bit of time here in the next couple days, kind of, sort of. I really don't. I'm going to make a reel of my experience at the Ron Clark Academy, which, for those of you wondering, is literally Hogwarts. It's the most amazing place I've ever been to. I cried 3 times during the tour. Not kidding. Matt Bischoff, you would cry 28. It was incredible. But no, I met this cast is really cool, really awesome, with the exception of Dave. And he really isn't that bad. So, David, I'm just picking on you. I mean, I'm literally dressed as you, so I don't hate you that much. Sarah Wilson, I'm going to call you. We're gonna talk this out, make sure he's the right guy for you. But yeah, no, incredible cast. I like, but yeah, this is they're almost too friendly. This cast.
It's not, and
it's makeshift.
we keep saying and we keep hearing, and you see it online, you see it. Everybody likes this cast. Everybody likes this cast. This cast is a good cast.
Yeah.
They're interesting stories. None of them are duds physically, like even the quote unquote old lady. I'm sure she doesn't like to hear it, but Chrissy wasn't like a physical dud, like they could all compete. So then what's the problem? Why are we all so bored?
Yeah. Because it's mateship. They're all friends.
Because it's because it's mateship and because it's overproduced.
Yeah.
It's but if
it was overproduced, we'd literally be watching nothing. I mean, like the fact that we're talking about fried chicken and waffles is like one of the high. Like my notes is fried chicken and waffles with fried in all caps, and then Stars bars.
But as corny as Jeff was starting that, I really did like the way that the whole cast, like the whole tribes, like got in, kind of did their own thing. Like that was cool point. Right.
The fried chicken and waffles. I think even they dropped the fried in like the third verse. They were like, yeah, it's chicken and waffles. Stop it.
I just feel like, you remember when it was like I forget what season it was the Dominic and Wendell show, right? It was like, I like Dominic and Wendell.
This is comparable to that because there's a really likable cast, and those last 4 episodes were kind of duds.
Yeah, and it's just like predictable.
But the finale was amazing.
Yeah,
like the tie vote, Laurel's the deciding vote. That was great. So maybe we're getting that May 21st.
I hope so, because we start off this game where Eva is kind of telling Mary, like, look, we're together.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah, and it's just like
actually, I have the full notes here, Matt. She tells Mary there is nothing she can do. She has all the power, and she's not going anywhere. I'm like, fair enough. That's all.
When that happened,
hold my beer. I'll be back.
When that happened, I was legitimately excited. Like, oh, they're teeing up an Eva vote off. Like, I thought that was like, oh, this is the Eva vote off episode.
I thought it was the Eva boot episode. I'm like,
but then once they started focusing on Star and showing a lot more Star than they've shown literally the rest of Survivor, I was like, damn, like immediately when they were doing her rap, like, the Stars bars and stuff, I was like, oh, Star's gonna go home tonight. I was just like bummed, like.
Star was so great. We had left the Ron Clark Academy tour, and we had stopped at this brewery before we changed, and like so I'm walking out to smoke a bowl. Spoiler. And Star's like, holy shit, Jonny Fairplay. I'm like, I'm about to smoke a bowl. Would you like to come? She's like, yeah, or fuck yeah. And I was like, you mind if Ozzy joins us? She's like, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm like, you should have better days in your life. Yes, Star rules.
She does. And Star basically talks right here in the very beginnings, like talking about the big, strong people, and they're going to get eaten by us piranhas, right? Yeah. So it's just like, oh God, the strong alliance is kind of like yawn fest, because
we have the revolution to fight.
Yeah. So I love Star's just energy, and Star, she says, look, Shaheen is the brain behind this whole thing. Joe is the muscle. And I mean, I love Star.
Heart.
What's that?
Eva's the heart.
Yeah,
they form like Voltron, but it's just like a 3-part Voltron, which is. Did you see they just wrapped the Voltron, the filming of the Voltron movie? Henry Cavill or whatever, the Superman guy. He's the lead in the Voltron movie.
Wow,
that should be all right.
Yeah, I would say so.
Maybe. I mean, maybe not. He did make a shitty Superman.
I've seen a lot of bad movies.
So, what do you guys think about Mitch? They're around camp.
Well, prior to going back to Mitch, I have my notes right here, and I can we just do a raise your hand vote here? And sure, I guess we can audibly say it for those of you that aren't watching and are just listening. If you're not rooting for Star, what show are you watching? Right. Star, yes. Are we?
Oh yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, Star fucking rules, dude. I love Star. Everyone loves Star.
Wayne was doing the am I raising my hand or am I playing with my hair? I want to be on the right side of history.
Yeah, I mean, like a couple weeks ago, Michael Snow and I were texting, and he's like, "Dude, Star rules. Like she's like the fucking best person."
Were you guys
on the
talking
season."
strategy?
We were talking strategy. We were. Who's the big spoon and the little spoon?
I wish they had shown a little more of that.
I do too. But we see this scene where Mitch is talking about his mailman days, where a pit bull is chasing him, and Shaheen is like, "Dude, Mitch is hilarious. I haven't laughed this hard ever."
Well, Mitch runs from a pit bull, hits a tree, nearly knocks himself unconscious, is crawling away, only to realize that the pit bull was chained up. And Mitch goes, "Look, I went to college for this." I'm like, "You went to college to be a mailman?" Is that required?
I don't think so.
I don't think
do they have mailman college?
No.
Is it kind of like clown college, like Ringling Brothers clown college? Is it kind of like that?
I think it's just you start off like sorting mail and you work your way up to like a delivery route, kind of like UPS.
You start as a paper boy.
Yeah, you do. And
did you guys notice there's on the title screens at the beginning, they're still showing all the players and not just the jury members? Just a reminder that Say was on the season 50. Say, did you guys catch that?
Let's talk about Say for a minute. So,
I meant Say.
How is Say? Because I kind of like Rome. It's like Say was memorable on this season as a character, but I do not need. And this is no offense to Say if you're listening. I would love to see you on Second Chances or some other sort of thing, but you're not season 50 worthy. Sorry, I just don't think so.
I just don't think she was good.
I mean, where are you guys at with Say?
If you were to play again and play differently, So no, I mean, I think she was Say was very nice. Me and Say got along fine. And I had the conversation. I was just like, I was just like, is there redemption coming up to somehow justify that you're on 50? So, but no, it's just they just wanted to pick a big personality out of the new era, and I think they went Say over Rome. And I would like to think there's a little more maybe they're hoping there's more self-reflection in Say than there is. I don't know. I can't math the math. So, but I told her, congratulations, you deserve to be out there. If they think you deserve to be out there, I'm cool with that. But yeah, as far as gameplay, I mean, I don't understand how you could have literally a shitty game player on 50, and it's just like, hey, yeah, you're a shitty game player, but it's okay. So, because I'm looking at the other people, like, you might love Elizabeth Hasselbeck, you might hate Elizabeth Hasselbeck. She's a pretty good game player. So you might love Ozzy, you might hate Ozzy. Is Ozzy much better at challenges than strategy? Yes, but he's still an awesome game player.
Yeah,
right.
He is a shitty game player.
But what part of the game does Say excel at? Because it's not social.
No, it's not challenges.
It's not challenges, and it's shown multiple times that it's not strategy.
No. So yeah. So
the argument against that is that she was also kind of on that hampered tribe that it seems like production sets up to just lose.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to give a benefit of the doubt to that, but
I didn't see anything change once she did join up with others.
Right. But then also that argument is that she was so hampered that her only alliance was Cedric, who, again, if you're watching, sorry, clearly you didn't want to be there. Like very clearly you were like,
Cedric was a sweetheart, for the record.
But he wasn't going to quit, right? He was like, I don't want to be here anymore, but I'm not going to quit. So
he was very, I will not put words in his mouth, but I feel he was very relieved to have been voted out and made the jury.
Right.
Well, and Johnny, I mean, I will say you and I, in a conversation we had after the Ron Clark thing, what you have said, Cedric is one of those players that will kind of disappear from the Survivor scene after this because he has shit going on, and he agreed with that, correct?
His word, he listens to this podcast, and I apologize.
Oh, hi, Sad.
Yeah, I apologize for what we said. and I said, in spite of what we said, we still said we loved you. And and I was just like, And he agreed. He was like, he got out of Survivor what he needed to get out of Survivor.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. So we see now
On season 50.
Star.
Yes, Cedric for 50. Let's. Hey, you're a shitty player. We're just throwing them out. It's like Rosie and Oprah with the cars. Who wants a car? You want a car? You want a car? You get a car.
So
Have they
Stars-
ever?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Sorry, I don't want to drag it out too long. Have they ever done a season of duos? They haven't done like where like,
Dominic
example,
and Wendell.
like duos from the same season, right? So you like even like not necessarily rivals, not necessarily partners, but people that at least like played the game together and then filled it. And then you could do like 3 duos. If you're doing 3 tribes, you do 3 duos per tribe or whatever. I'd be curious what that would element in where every single person coming in has one alliance already.
I mean, are they an alliance or they just happen to be like so they
No,
have to be?
they don't they're not tied together. It's just like, you know.
Well, no,
I mean,
like
okay,
so say like Dominic and Wendell. We know they're friends. We know they're working together.
Right.
Okay, so is another duo on that tribe me and Rupert where we're not necessarily working together, or do I get Burton?
See,
you would get Burton, or do you have Joe and Eva, right?
Right. People that want to at least work together, but you're not. You don't have to be. You're not like it's not a duos where you're going to split the money. There's still just one sole survivor.
No. I get that, but I mean,
okay.
But someone that's remotely working with.
Yeah. We wouldn't. It wouldn't be rivals. I wouldn't. The goal would not be. Rivals.
I don't think it'd be fair. It was just like, hey, we picked duos from each season. We have Wendell and Dominic. I'm like, all right. Then it's like we have Johnny and Rupert. I was like, whoa. Like,
yeah.
Your problem here?
No. I'd say like Johnny and Burton or like Johnny and Sandra. Like obviously not from when you played together.
We don't talk about that.
No. You guys did viewing parties
Lex
together.
and Big Tom, or Eva and Joe type scenario. Oh, there you go.
Look at this.
Shout out
That's
to Todd
great.
Herzog.
I just got this.
Wow,
That's amazing.
So I got one of the very first Pop Funkos that Todd Herzog made, and it was just me, and it was my Micronesia outfit, and like he had trouble standing up sometimes, and it was just the figure, nothing else. And so I hit him up. I was just like, hey, can I have shit around mine like everybody else does? He was like, dude, you're literally like one of the first ones I ever made. Send it back and I'm going to fix it. I'm like, all right. So I sent it back. He goes, can I switch it to your OG outfit? I'm like, yeah. I was like, dude, do whatever. But
yeah.
So yeah.
That's
so
cool.
and on
That's
the side, it has the list is all the shows I've been on the side.
That's sick. Dude,
that's
so
cool
there
stuff.
was one person that I know that had a pop figure made of me. And I would love to have one of those. That's super cool, Johnny. Like anytime you have like a Brett LaBelle recently, Fairplay posted something on Instagram of his torch and shit like that. I don't know
newly single Brett LaBelle.
Yeah, newly single Brett LaBelle. But I just, when I got my torch in the mail, I was so unbelievably ecstatic. So just to have that little pop figure is such a cool thing. So we see, like in these 90-minute episodes, they can do shit like this. Star talking about Mitch's snoring. And so I was like kind of relating to that because I would fall asleep on a dime. I can fall asleep anywhere, anytime, and I snore. So that was kind of
You're a snorer, Matt?
real bad. I probably have sleep apnea, dude. Tessa like hates it. She's like, dude.
Why don't you get tested for sleep apnea?
Well, I do have my doctor. I have a referral to do a sleep study with the electrodes and stuff. Because I do like, she'll like, Matt, she's like, you like
so
wake up.
The problem you're like, you have to bring in all the pegs to lay on.
I do have to bring the pegs. But do you guys snore at all, Wayne?
I don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't snore at all.
I do if I'm like very drunk or sick. And usually it's just because I fall asleep on my back. If I fall asleep on my back, I'll snore.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. I'm lucky. It's one of those things I like scared of where it's like, oh, that affects everybody but you. And it sucks.
Yeah.
You know, we've all been in the room. Yeah. And I'm also like that, Matt, where I just fall asleep.
I just confirmed. I do in fact snore, but it's not. it's not bad.
Mine's bad. She's like,
the more I drink, the worse it is.
Yeah, that's what Tessa tells me too. She's like, dude, if you're drinking, it's pretty bad.
Have you tried a humidifier beside the bed?
I have not. I need to try.
Speaking of drinking, I'm out of beers. I'll be right back.
There you go. So
hey, we're at Tribal.
Okay, so here we go. So Star's talking about Mitch about snoring, and then Star is talking to Mitch about some gameplay, actually. But Mitch doesn't seem to really want to work with Star, right? Yeah. Which I don't kind of blame Mitch, but Mitch is going to have to do something, and he's saying this to the freaking in his confessional. I need to do something.
But at the same time, Joe pitches the alliance of 6 to protect the 4, and they're like, "Oh, that sounds pretty good," and I'm like, does it?
I know, dude. I know.
So yeah. So Eva says Star or Mary, either one, even though she promised Mary she's really not coming after her. She really is. Joe tells us that the 4 are the greatest ever. And I'm like, all right. So Star does pitch the revelation to Mitch. Hey, these 4 you're not in the 4. Mm-hmm. And to which Mitch replies to us, the viewer, but you just wrote my name, which pretty valid counterpoint for Mitch.
No, not really. Not really. Because in New Era, which is all New Era, there's not, the lines are erased after every tribal council, right? This is the strongest, but this is the strongest, like, loyalty that we have seen really in the New Era. This like 4 that is not really budging at all. That's like had the power pretty much the whole time and is dictating the way the game is played to this point. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it changes. I hope Kyle comes to his senses and realizes like you're going to have, you know what? He's like worried about jury votes. That's the flaw in Kyle's game, is that he's worrying about jury votes when he's like, well, I don't want to be the one to take out Joe because then Joe's not going to vote for me. It's like, but if your game is good and you have this bond and he's a respectable Survivor player, he's going to vote for you to win, if he thinks you should win the game, regardless on if you got him out.
I prefer worrying about jury votes more than worrying about one move for the resume. This one move for the resume bullshit that we saw for like 3 seasons, like that's the worst thing I've ever seen in the history of the show. Yeah. No, but like, hey, what was your one move? I was like, I don't know. I had 18 fucking moves. Like I literally controlled pre-jury and jury with the exception of 2 votes. So that's my big move. So
yeah, but jury management to me is kind of like the tiebreaker, like when you're like, hey, we've got these 2 people and I don't know which one to go. The one that's going to vote for me on, going to give me the vote, I think, is the one that you send over. Right? That's the tiebreaker, not the reason you get somebody out.
Jury management is as simple as eat some humble pie, make a couple people giggle, and give them a couple tears.
Exactly. That's
quote unquote jury management. Well, Camilla sees the 4. Thank God someone does. But it only took till episode 10, a little late. But Camilla tells Kyle about the Joe attack, and Kyle is done betraying people. He can't do it anymore. David was the last one. However, he will allow a Joe attack.
Then we go to commercial.
Kyle didn't go out of his way to be extra nice, but he was very nice.
Yes.
Camilla was beyond nice.
Camilla rule. I like Camilla.
I love Camilla. I'm a huge fan. I hope. Yeah.
So let's talk about this reward challenge, which looks really hard. Your hands and feet are both tied. You have to have a buoy kind of deal in your mouth, and you have to kind of wiggle along over these sand humps and shit like that. And this is for the fried chicken and waffles. And this is where we see the fried chicken and waffles song. This was an episode of songs. We have this song. We have Star's rap. But this challenge looks pretty miserable. This does not look fun. And then you have to land these 3 rings on
any peg. Did you like the peg part of it, Matt?
I did like the peg part. There were 3 hard pegs.
My minor complaint: to make this like it should have to be 1 ring on each peg.
I know. You know what? I would not be shocked if that were the rule going into this challenge, and that was the rule in the middle of this challenge, and then like 45 minutes later they're like, any peg will work. And Matt goes, that's been my philosophy for 20 years. Any peg will work.
But yeah, because it's just like if it doesn't matter, then just have one peg and be like, throw the rings on the one peg. You don't
Matt likes variety. three peg option is that a good Saturday night?
Two to hold on. He likes two to hold on to. All right, no more, Matt. We'll stop.
That's okay. That's okay. So Kyle wins this challenge, and he
barely
he's able to choose people. He chooses Eva and Camilla, and then he finally picks Shaheen. So Joe is kind of left behind, and he's a little bit butthurt. Later on, he describes like, it did kind of bother me, but whatever.
But maybe I'm just here to babysit. Or maybe he just didn't pick you because he wants to fucking whoop your ass at immunity.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because food is a big thing.
This was the least I liked Joe this season. I felt this was, as I said, I missed last week. Apologies, folks. And maybe there was more of it. I felt there was a little Joe entitlement this episode.
Yeah. I picked that up. I would say I agree with what Kyle was saying, where I liked what he was saying, where he's like thinking, is like, no, I picked each of these people, but it's not just who I picked to come with me, but it's the people that I left behind.
To make a move against Joe. While Joe's babysitting them and
he's like to piss them off, and then Camilla, my girl, who's here with me, but nobody knows is my girl. Yeah. And I really hope this pays off. I really hope this pays off, this Kyle Camilla relationship.
I do too. I would love to see one of them win.
What if Kyle burns Camilla? Is he a shitbag?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
But conversely, what if Camilla burns Kyle? Are we cool with it? Because I am.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, because you know why? Because Camilla knows that the strong, she's specifically
she's on the outside looking in.
Yeah, she specifically stated in this episode tonight, I am not a physical player, right? So that could be foreshadowing to where she's like, look, I love Kyle, but if I have to vote his ass out because I have to do what I have to do when I'm not one of these physical players, I am totally cool with her blindsiding Kyle.
Yeah.
And I love the two of them.
I don't love her blindsiding Kyle. I hate Kyle blindsiding Camilla. I mean, it's just like, Kyle, you got some explaining to do. I'm mad at you. We're still good, but I don't like it. Mm-hmm. I might hate it. But Camilla blindsides Kyle. It's kind of dirty, but I'll allow it. Mm-hmm. But it's not optimal.
No. I like these two. I've always said that the two of them having this secret alliance,
I like them more than Joe and Eva.
I do, yeah, dude. And I like Joe and Eva, but yes, the secret, because it's so blatant, this strong people alliance, having this sub alliance that is not on anyone's radar is.
And she's not even allowed to be in the strong people alliance because she's not strong.
No, I agree.
Even if Kyle were to pitch it, Eve would be like, but she's not strong. So how could she be in our alliance? Mm-hmm. We're strong. Mm-hmm. But wasn't Four Nipple David in your alliance? You kicked him out. Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Dude. So Mary, we know, we see this scene where she knows that Joe is obviously doing jury management.
Yes.
Right.
But he does blame her for David's vote out, to which she's like, all right, well, or maybe David is the reason for David's vote out. But I really appreciate Joe mansplaining how jury management worked to Mary. I felt
Mary was just like, get fucked. I
was looking for another reason not to like Joe, and I was like, would you like more, sir? Here's me mansplaining to a woman who doesn't understand, because she's a woman, she doesn't understand Survivor. Thank you, Joe. So I don't think Mary's. I mean, she may have seen the show, but she can't process it without the male brain. So good looking out, Joe. That's great. That's sweet. That's sweet of him if you think about it.
I will say it came off like that, but I'm sure Joe's not like that.
Hell no, Joe rules.
Like
I think
he's
a great guy.
Hey, guess what? If two people love Joe on this podcast and one person doesn't, great.
Oh yeah, totally.
2/3 Joe approved.
Listen,
Yes.
I just want Joe to peel me off a little bit once he wins $1 million. Come on,
can we all agree Joe wins? Is that...
Yeah, I think Joe wins.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. I can complain all I want now because I know the outcome. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just like, they are really laying it in thick on the edit.
Yeah.
And so we've seen other New Era seasons not show us anything of the edit of the winner whatsoever. But but that's when the New Era was about nerds, and there was a different president. Now that there's this president, and we've seen production,
Jonathan's coming back.
Blow where the go where the wind blows. We love strong people now. And we love the edit to really drive home who the winner is.
Yeah.
It's so weird how that works.
This is why those Survivor has been on for so many years. It's like
because they go from political party to political party.
No, just it's always different. Sometimes you have nerds, sometimes you have strong people. So yeah, I don't know. If Joe
are
wins,
we about to lose the entire casting department? That's how I feel. Based on this season, I think we're going a different direction.
Maybe. I don't know. But we go to this immunity challenge, which is classic. You got the rope. You got the little table that's balancing. You have to spell the word immunity with blocks. I've done this challenge, Johnny, at Bob Crowley's Durham Warrior Survival Challenge. I love participating in this. It's awesome. Have you ever done this or attempted this, Johnny, at any event?
How fuck does it work? How does it look like there's so much slack in that rope and it's holding it up? It doesn't make any sense. It has always baffled me as a television viewer of like how the weight system works. And I understand that it's a weight system and all that stuff, but I look at it and there's no way that rope should hold that thing up.
I know it does. I mean, like I said, I don't know how it works, but I've done this at Bob Crowley's. I did pretty good at it.
I've done the one with the multiple people come up and they put the block on and then walk back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've done that one and one. Well, finished second, but like I could have won, but there was like the third place team, they were in shambles. It's just like, let's just comfortably do this and not go to tribal. So I've done that. But yeah, I like this is a Survivor staple. I don't hate it. Yeah. I just hated this episode. Eva Shorts were telling a story, and she wore very similar shorts to the Ron Clark Academy around kids. I'm just saying. Totally unrelated. Remember those Joe Camel?
How tall is Eva, Johnny? Is she tall or is she very short?
Wayne can't. Oh, he's grabbing a Joe Camel.
Yes.
Oh wow. Is there
wardrobe change?
Is there a toe on there?
Nope. No toes.
No toe on that camel. All right. All right. Once again, completely unrelated. Back to Eva and her shorts.
How tall is Eva in real life? Is she short? She's real short.
She's short. Kyle is a monster. Kyle's a big boy.
Yeah.
David's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're really.
What about
big.
Shaheen? Is Shaheen about my height, or
Shaheen's our size. Who else? Mary she's tiny.
Mm-hmm. So, right on. What about Mitch?
Mitch is just about our size.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So this challenge,
maybe a couple inches taller. He really leaned on that Steph Curry, like the Mitch don't miss or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He's got he wears the jersey out now.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, Mitch Curry or whatever.
Hell
Mitch
yeah,
Curry. I love it.
So Joe ends up winning this challenge. This was back and forth. Everyone was dropping and having to start over. So Slow and Steady wins a race. Joe wins. Then we get a commercial.
Well, Joe
break.
dropped 12 times. Kyle dropped 10. Shaheen did slow motion into the very last block, and then he dropped it. And, it's like, and Jeff goes, "This is why you never give up." And Star goes, "Yeah, I ain't about that life."
Dude, Star was terrible at this. I would have just sat down.
Star was just like, "Look, I'm not winning this. If I'm not in it, I'm Star." It's just like, all right, one of these assholes is gonna like three of these assholes have got to 7 out of 8 blocks, and I've gotten to 3.
Yeah, just sit down.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you're just going to quit? It's like, okay, I'm not going to quit, so you won't fucking make fun of me, dickhead, but I'm going to pretend to do it, but I'm really not. Is that better? Great. I'm just going to waste energy for no reason.
Yeah, right. So after Joe wins, commercial break, Star tells Mitch to vote Shaheen. Mitch tells Star to play your shot in the dark. And Mitch does not trust Mary or Star. So we're kind of going
Dan tells the viewers that.
Yeah. And so this is just,
and it's just like, hey, are you waiting for a move? Right now it's time for the move, right? I ain't doing it.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's just setting up this Star versus Mary kind of deal.
Go rewind a second. I don't get, like, he says he doesn't trust Mary or Star, and I get that, but what's not to trust here? Like, this is their last chance to make a move 4 versus 4.
Yeah.
Go to rocks. This is it. So, like, I mean, like, he doesn't, I mean, like, it's not, I guess the fear, if you're Mitch, the fear is potentially you say yes, and then they run to Joe and them and say Mitch was ready to get rid of you. So that buys, so I'm just like, but I feel like they were pretty all in on we're really going to do this.
I would have liked to have seen it play out differently because it was, quite frankly, this last part of the episode was boring as hell to me.
I love rocks too. I mean, I would never want to do it, but I love it.
Yeah, for the viewer watching the show, you're making
a TV show.
Yeah, it just makes it more interesting. So yeah, I mean, right now, I love Mitch as a character, but he's done nothing or made any move that he has no chance of winning.
No, yeah, I mean, his only chances is that he's the vote that Kyle and Camilla used to get out Joe or Eva at 5.
Yeah,
I mean, that's his only, and not to win. I'm just saying, like, that's his pathway. Like, I'm giving him the credit that this is how he's seeing it. It's like, okay, here's this 4. I'm the 5th. When we get to 5, I'm the swing move. So I just got to get myself to 5 because then I'm the swing vote. That has to be his game plan because, like, there's no other way. And then he just gets to pick, okay, which one of these do I feel better with? Do I trust more that's actually going to take me to 3? Is it Kyle and Shaheen or Kyle and Camilla? Or is it Joe and Eva? And then who do I have a better shot against, essentially? And I think that's, if we see Joe and Eva get voted out, I think that might be the way it happens according to how the season's going.
I'm cool with that.
Because as far as we know, Mary's gone next.
Yeah.
Right. And then
speaking of Mary pitches Kyle to Camilla. Wrong move.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, Mary. Any other name?
I know.
Yeah,
I like Mary, man.
Yeah, I think Mary's. Unfortunately, I think Mary's next.
Mary's next. I think Kyle flips on Camilla.
I think next week is a paint by numbers episode, and let's hope for the penultimate episode something to happen, and then a good finale. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this Final 4 just being a Final 4.
Yeah,
and I hope that something that happens isn't just like some sort of like random last minute advantage that gets thrown into the game or something like that.
Yeah, no, I need these people to play Survivor.
Yes.
The interesting thing is
her ankle. Won't that be exciting? Or no? That kind of.
It's interesting because we see there's been a lot of song editing, like music video style, like Johnny was referencing. What's his name? Chris
Noble.
Yes,
on Ghost Island, and
because,
then earlier this season we had Shaheen with the soundtrack of
we see that because I saw him do it at the Ron Clark thing, and tonight we see the rap video kind of deal with Star, and it was kind of obvious this is the Star exit episode. Tribal Council was just kind of boring. I didn't even really have much notes.
Well, prior to that, we had Stars Bars and Shaheen. Strategy wise, going into Tribal, Shaheen prefers to vote out Star because Mary has already played her shot in the dark. So for you, those of you at home going, what's the difference between Star and Mary? Is like, well, Mary almost won immunity, and I'm just like, did she really? And it's no. Mary has used her shot in the dark, and mathematically, the move is Star.
Yeah, right. But it is,
and I think mathematically tonight, with everything going on, because even though Mary says her social game is the bomb, and it is, I've met her, she's amazing. It ain't slapping on this island, and I'm just like, oh my god, you're using all the cool words. No cap. So no, I'm serious. Mary's Riz is all. No, all right. I'm done. So, but at Tribal, it's either paranoia or trust, and I'm just like, Star. Lean into the paranoia. Trust these motherfuckers are probably writing your name down, and use the shot in the dark.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I know she wanted to do it on her own terms.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to get peer pressured into it, etc. But yeah, play the shot in the dark because you know that you have a high chance of going home.
I think her mindset was, and I think that's why she faked playing the shot in the dark, is to convince them that you did and you don't, and then they vote out Mary, and you're basically bluffing. And then next time you play the shot in the dark, you're using that shot in the dark for one more day after this day. So I get it. Mm-hmm. So I think she did everything correctly, but it's just like, I don't know. You know what? In retrospect, I probably would have done this. I think I would have done the fake. I would have done the bluff, and I would have gone home.
Yeah. Well, Star, you ruled. Any other season, I could have seen you in a whole different kind of vibe.
I think Star would have done fine if she had been on any other tribe but the one she started on the Jock tribe, and they're like, hey, we like to work out, what about you? No.
Yeah, I'm a broken record, but I think what's hampering these players is these players that we like, these characters that we like, is the fact that, like, through randomization or production, they're just stuck on these tribes at the beginning, and there's 3 of them, so there's not a lot of wiggle room. There's no room to play, and we're in 48 now, so people have watched a lot of these 3 tribe seasons and started to like, okay, you got to get 4, and then you get to, if you have 4, and we're like, we're gonna lose 2, hopefully we lose none, but we're gonna lose 2, and then we'll merge. Like, it's to a pattern where people can come in with a game plan. So it's like, we just need 4. I don't care. Who do we like to hang out with? Okay, us 4, we're voting them out if we have to vote anybody out. And then so they get these people like Star that are just ostracized for the first half of the game. And then they finally get a chance to play, but they haven't developed really any relationships because they haven't had any relationships to develop because nobody developed relationships with them on the island because they were just waiting to vote her out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I met Thomas the Train.
Who's that?
Thomas from this season.
I only know.
Oh yeah. Oh, Thomas. Oh, I love Thomas. Mustache.
Oh, is Thomas the low budget Wayne Memmott?
No, that's Justin.
Justin.
Oh, dude,
Timu Wayne Memmott, which now costs $50 more because of the tariffs. He's actually a more expensive Wayne Memmott now. So
no, Thomas wasn't ever really impressed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Either way, I think him with me with them.
I just think that there's a lot. We keep saying this. We've said this a lot for a lot of people on this season, more than we've said for a lot of other seasons. It's that I would like to see these people in a different situation.
Yep.
You know, I think
tribes.
we'd
Fuck
say that
yes.
we say that with Star. We'd say that with. I mean, some people would say that for Say. Some people would say that for Mary.
Oh yeah,
Camilla.
Mary in a heartbeat.
You know, Camilla. Like, there's a lot. Even there's a lot of these people that we would have liked to have seen in different tribals. You know, but it shows that they're casting good people. That we like this cast. We like these people and the types of people. The types of. Right.
Oh wait, this whole time I'm like, who's Thomas? He's the gay mustache record exec guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like Thomas a lot.
Yeah. Well,
You met him, Johnny?
yeah, he was in Atlanta.
Ah, there you go. Well, Johnny, you have a viewing party, the Survivor finale with Jam Jam tickets available now. If someone did not hear the beginning with Jam Jam, Johnny, where can people get tickets for the finale party with you and Jam Jam?
Oh, of course. Go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. It is Wednesday, May 21st, 3 weeks from tonight. Or if you're watching tomorrow, it's 2 weeks and 6 days. Or the next day, it's 2 weeks and 5 days. I could go all night, but I'm not. VIP will sell out, so you should, if you're thinking about VIP, you should go ahead and lock those in. SurvivorTix.com, SurvivorTix.com. It's at Lenny Boy Brewing, South Tryon Street in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. It is Jam Jam's first ever appearance to Charlotte, and we'll be going out on Lake Norman the next day. We're pretty excited.
Ooh. Well, there you go.
You're taking a man from Puerto Rico out on a North Carolina lake. Hell yeah. That's the American way. You ever been on a Sea-Doo, brother?
Yep, we're pretty excited about that. Yeah, survivortix.com. Get your tickets now. As I said, VIP will sell out. Man, Jonny Fairplay and Yam Yam in the same building that I watched Yam Yam be voted the sole survivor of season 44. That is so crazy.
It all comes around, and
full circle.
Full circle. Wayne, Johnny, super fun. I'm glad to be back.
I got something. I actually have a thing. I got a thing. I'm doing a show on May 17th in Cincinnati. I don't know how many listeners we got in and around Cincinnati, but it's called Doggone. Do we?
Thousands.
Oh, nice. We got Doggone Funny Comedy Show. It is a cool show presented by a group called Shelter Me. They're filming it all. It's going to be a thing that's going to be aired on TV. We have like a bunch of comedians from Cincinnati. There's going to be dogs at the show. So it's May 17th at Urban Artifact. And you can get tickets somewhere. I'm looking at the flyer. I don't know. I'll post a link on my social media. Follow me at Wayne Memmott. I know. God, I blew it. Yeah, they don't have a ticket link on this flyer. I have no idea. Google Doggone Funny Comedy Show or Shelter Me or Cincinnati Animal Care, and they will all have, I'm sure, links to tickets, and I will find a ticket link and post it.
Because they didn't even put on the posters.
Or they might not. Show up at Urban Artifact on May 17th. I'm on there. There's a bunch of really funny comedians, people that have been on HBO and Netflix and all. I mean,
is Corinne Turnbow on there?
Corinne is not on this one, but
she was fucking. I just want to say, I went and saw Wayne's comedy special. When is that going to be coming out on video? You filmed your comedy special.
Yeah, so the goal is September at this point, just because of editing and then shopping it around and all that stuff. But the editor has it. He is putting together one edit for me. Hopefully, I'll have that this week, and then I'll be able to kind of take a look at it and listen to it. So hopefully by the end of the summer, I'll have a nice finished product and some information on where people can catch it. Worst case scenario, we'll put it on the Reality After Show Network YouTube page, and then we'll let it go.
No, it was killer, and I was lucky enough to get a signed poster from that event, and Wayne had some great comedians opening up for him. One of them being Corinne Turnbow.
Yeah, that's it.
Fucking hilarious, dude. I was like, me and Tessa, because I love that rude, crude, sexual, fucked up comedy.
Yep.
And she was a great addition to your night, dude. That whole night was fucking unbelievable.
She's one of my best friends. And Johnny, I'll tell you why Matt likes her, because her her last joke is all about pegging. Her closing joke is all about pegging. And I told her when Matt showed up, I was like, you have to do that joke tonight.
She's great when Wayne is great. So if you have a chance, if you're ever in Cincinnati, go see Wayne Memmott. Most likely I will be there because I've been to a lot of Wayne shit and it's fucking great. And we love you all.
Well, hold on. You know what I have to say about that omission from the dog charity link, the link on the poster. Doggone it.
Doggone it. Doggone it.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
Doggone it.
Too soon.
Too late. I think it's too late. I don't.
There you go. Well, we love you, Bobby Gisby, our producer. He is out this week, but he's
well
always
deserved
in the background, producing and making us look fucking great. And we will see you all next week for another exciting episode of Survivor Season 48. Cheers, everybody. I love you and good night.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Johnny, you have to hit the button.
Oh, I thought you were.
I don't have to hit the button.
Leave this in.